Hi, this is Matthew Hallock. I'm reporting breaking news from Fairfield Town Hall the morning after the election. We're having major questions about voter integrity and the voter rolls. Apparently, everything went to fairfieldvotes.org, which is operated by the registrar. So there's questions about voter integrity on this. As somebody who ran for the election and ran for the position just so I could give you the inside story, this is extremely concerning. We've published earlier stories about actions in the registrar's office. We attempted to get the voter rolls so we could communicate to people, and we're provided with one set, but apparently the registrar is using another one to reach people, yet another one to reach Democratic voters. When there's issues such as the charter, they're going and buying a list from the post office. So this is extremely concerning. As we posted earlier, we have tried to speak to the registrar about it and have been shut down, been yelled at, intimidated, threatened. It's not a good situation. More stories on it develops. And the larger story is, this is the third in a series that The Voice has written about election integrity in Fairfield County. And there was last year at the 21st State Senate election. I was on the ballot for that for the exact same reason, and found that the Republican registrar of voters met with Mario Testa in a back room at Testo's restaurant in Monroe and selected their candidate. And anybody who's been around Fairfield politics knows that Mario Testa is the poster child for Democratic shenanigans in the area. In addition, 3 years ago, when Ganim re-ran for mayor, he was unable to provide hundreds of thousands of dollars. Actually, it goes back to when he ran for governor, and he had $850,000 that he was unable to account for. SEEC, the State Elections Enforcement Commission, left the investigation, quote unquote, open for 5 years until he ran for mayor, and then they quietly closed it. So there's a lot of malfeasance going on here. More stories as develops. Be sure and check us on Substack at thevoicefairfield.substack.com. Like, share, and subscribe. And we were reporting from Town Hall. The major story is that the voter count was reported to the newspapers less than 1 hour after the polls closed. The polls closed at 8 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, all the paper tabulating, the counting of the ballots in 10 districts was supposedly completed, and a press release was issued and a final tabulation and released and printed in the papers in under an hour, which obviously is not possible. This traces back probably to fairfieldvotes.org and also the registrar's office, which has been linked now to major incidents here in Fairfield. The charter revision, the defenestration of the reps, and the assignment of districts and Commerce Drive, and a lot of major questions relating to that. To bring you up to speed, in Commerce Drive, which is District 6, they did a reorg with district numbers in Fairfield, and the reps from District 6, one of them now is Director of Communications for the governor, the other one is Deputy Secretary of State. So they're taking these reps from District 6, which is Commerce Drive, so they can control that area, and then putting them in high power positions in the state government. More on this as it develops.